Throughout history, we'll look at a number of renowned siblings. While there will be many renowned siblings on this list, we will not be focusing entirely on acting siblings. Here are the top 10 famous siblings. Kris, Luke, and Liam Hemsworth. Aside from these three, we won't be focused on acting siblings. The Hemsworth brothers are Australian, with Luke being the oldest, born in 1980, and Liam being the youngest, born in 1990. Liam and Kris are well-known performers, with the former having starred in the Hunger Games trilogy and the latter having been in a number of films, including Ghostbusters and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in which he plays Thor. While Luke isn't as well-known as his younger siblings, he is gradually gaining notoriety for his role as Ashley Stubbs, the chief of security on HBO's Westworld. Rob, Kim, Khloé, and Kourtney Kardashian. Wow, that's quite a few Ks. The Kardashians are the children of Kris Jenner and Robert Kardashian, a well-known attorney who is most known for defending O.J. Simpson. During the murder trial of O.J. Simpson, Kim, Khloé, and Rob were born after Kourtney in 1979, 1980, and 1984, respectively. While their father earned national exposure during the Simpson trial, the family is now renowned for endorsing items on social media, their contributions to the fashion business, and, of course, their half-sisters Kendall and Kylie Jenner's appearances on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This is a well-known and wealthy family. Joel and Ethan Coen. The Coen brothers are not only an exceptionally rare directing tandem in Hollywood, but they are also two of the most talented filmmakers working today. The brothers were born in Minnesota, to a mother who was an art historian and a father who was an economist. They demonstrated an early interest in filmmaking by filming home movies with a Super 8 camera with a childhood pal. Their Hollywood career began in 1984 with the film Blood Simple, and they have subsequently directed films such as Fargo, The Big Lebowski, and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Some brothers can't bear each other, as seen in The Brothers Grimm and No Country for Old Men. These two have spent their entire lives working together. Prince William and Prince Harry. These two princes were born 2 years apart and have had quite similar lives. Charles and Diana, the Prince and Princess of Wales, welcomed William and Harry into the world in 1982 and 1984, respectively. Before marrying Catherine Middleton and receiving the title Duke of Cambridge, William served in the military as a member of the RAF Search and Rescue Force. His brother Harry served in the Air Corps in Afghanistan and developed the Invictus Games, an Olympic-style competition for injured army troops. Harry is sixth in line to the throne, whereas William is second. Brian, Dennis, and Carl Wilson. Brian, Dennis, and Carl Wilson were three brothers who formed the Beach Boys, a historic rock band that pioneered the genre of surf music in the early 1960s, with their cousin Mike Love and friend Al Jardine. Brian, Dennis, and Carl Wilson were born in California to Audrey Neva and Murray Wilson, a manufacturing foreman who subsequently became the band's manager. In 1942, 1944, and 1946, respectively. While the brothers were known for their California sound, it was their 1966 album Pet Sounds that transformed the course of music creation. Unfortunately, Brian is the only living sibling, after Dennis drowned in 1983, and Carl died of lung cancer in 1998. Don and Phil Everly. Don and Phil Everly are better known as the Everly Brothers, a country rock band that influenced many future musicians, including the Beatles, Keith Richards, and Paul Simon. Don, the older brother, was born in 1937 in Kentucky. Phil, his younger brother, was born in Chicago 2 years later. Following the failure of their first single, they released Bye Bye Love, a song that reached number 2 behind megastar Elvis Presley. Despite their continual quarrels and disagreements, the Everly Brothers went on to become one of the most influential rock bands of all time. Phil Everly passed away in January 2014 due to a lung condition. Venus and Serena Williams. Being the best player in the world at a sport is incredibly rare. It's even more unusual when two sisters are regarded as two of the finest players in history. Venus and Serena Williams are two of the most influential characters in women's tennis, and are widely regarded as the sport's best female players. Venus was born in the Los Angeles suburb of Linwood in 1980, and her younger sister was born only 15 months later. Richard Williams, their father, wanted his daughters to be tennis players, so he exposed them to the sport at a young age. They were raised to be tennis machines, winning 14 Grand Slam doubles titles and 4 Olympic gold medals. Barry, Andy, Robin and Maurice Gibb. Barry, Robin, and Maurice Gibb are best known as the Bee Gees, a dance band with over 200 million albums worldwide. Andy was also a successful solo performer, with 6 singles hitting the top 10. Barry is the oldest member, having been born in 1946. Robin and Maurice, twins, were born in 1949. Andy came around in 1958. The oldest brother, like the Beach Boys, is also the sole surviving sibling. Andy died of myocarditis in 1988. Maurice died of a twisted intestine in 2003. And Robin died of liver and kidney failure caused by colorectal cancer in 2012. The Kennedys. Due to their contributions to society and the legendary curse that plagues the family, the Kennedys are possibly one of the most well-known families in history. In World War II, Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald, who is best known for his role in the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Rosemary's mental health deteriorated dramatically after she underwent a lobotomy at the age of 23. In 1948, Kathleen was killed in a plane crash. In 1968, Robert was assassinated. Only 5 of the 9 siblings, Rosemary, Eunice, Patricia, Jean, and Ted, lived to be 50, and as of 2020, Jean Kennedy, the sole survivor of the siblings last 2009, also passed away. The Jacksons. The Jackson 5 are arguably the most famous family band in music history. The 3 eldest brothers, Jackie, Jermaine, and Tito Jackson, founded the band and have all stayed active in the music industry. The Jackson 5 became one of the most successful performers of the late 1960s and early 1970s after Marlon and Michael joined the band. Randy and Brandon Jackson were the other 2 Jackson brothers, the latter of whom died in infancy. Rebby, LaToya, and Janet, the brothers' 3 sisters, have all achieved popularity and fortune. The Jacksons are unquestionably one of the most well-known families in show business. Which of these famous siblings is your favorite? Please tell us in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more top 10 videos. Thanks for watching.